Capricorn, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot. Hey. Capricorn, Mommy Capricorn, Daddy Capricorn, welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot. So, dear Capricorn, we're going to be doing your reading for the week of June 30th to July 6th. This is going to be a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single person. I'm son of a Capricorn, and I know that you are ready for me to serve and to slay. Capricorn. So, in this reading, we're going to take a look at your past, present, and future. We're going to clarify all of the cards. I'm going to see what is your main challenge for the upcoming week, as well as get some advice and close up with the message of love. Capricorn. So, let's see what's going on for you. Okay, so Capricorn, your main challenge for the upcoming week is the Hermit. And at the bottom of the deck, the underlying energies is the King of Wands. So what you don't see coming, and your main challenge here has to do a lot with a conversation with a specific person, possibly a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. I strongly feel like here with the Hermit also it represents Virgo. There is something here that you want to initiate or vice versa. I feel like that you have been in this isolation, okay, Capricorn. You've been in this situation of a lot of uncertainty in regards to a specific person. You've been probably also being just single or on your own for quite some time, doing a lot of thinking ever since there's this separation happened with this person. Or even if there is no separation, we're going to take a look to see what is the situation about exactly. But you know, one of the things that I see here, Capricorn, you have become much wiser, okay? Much wiser and stronger throughout this experience. The Hermit here, it's not an easy journey. It's not an easy journey, and I want to say that I'm proud of you for doing that. But we're going to see, like, are you going to come out of this Hermit mode or what's going to happen? So in the recent past, there is the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. In the recent past, I see here, you know, everything started off as very happy. Okay, there was a lot of happiness between you and another person. Somebody here might have initiated a conversation with you, you know, to start this relationship or this connection. And the Ten of Cups here is talking about a relationship that was a lot of happiness. However, with the Eight of Swords, something must have happened in the past that made you feel as if you were trapped in a situation, or there was a lot of uncertainty, maybe lack of commitment. You didn't know where this relationship was going to go. We're going to clarify this shortly. So in the present moment, Capricorn, there is the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Swords. In the present moment, there is a very positive shift that's going to happen with the Wheel of Fortune. Some sort of a new cycle is, you know, going to open up for you, and then you're going to close another cycle. The Star here is representing your feelings and your desires and your hopes for something major to take place. The Star also represents, you know, the fact that you have not lost hope with this person. The Five of Swords in the present moment is that there is some sort of a conflict, that when this conversation comes in, Capricorn, you're gonna be ready, and I know that you are ready for this conversation, you know, for the dust to settle down and, you know, have this clear conversation with this person. We're going to clarify this shortly. In the near future, you have the Page of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. In the near future, there is definitely a conversation that's taking place with the Page of Swords. This is about a conversation that's gonna dissolve some sort of a conflict from the recent past. Yeah. Five of Cups, Knight of Wands, possibly with the fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, could be water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Somebody here is determined to have a conversation with you about the fact that there was a loss, okay? Some sort of a loss in this relationship, and a lot of sadness has been lingering in both of your energy and this person's energy. So without any further ado, Capricorn, let's get into your reading and clarify. For the new Capricorns, welcome to the channel. As you all know, and you'll find out when you ask around, I'm son of a Capricorn, son of a Taurus, and I'm here to serve and to slay. So, Capricorn, let's get into your reading. My cutie patootie looking all this so yummy. Hermit, it's clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Temperance, and the Four of Cups. You are wanting to actually work onto a relationship here, a connection. You are ready for a conversation. That when this conversation comes in for you, I see here you actually coming out of this place of, you already have been contemplating a lot. So you're gonna come out of this place of, just being by yourself, constantly thinking about it, because this is an offer. When you look at the hand coming out of the clouds, that's an offer coming in your way. And the Ace of Wands, Capricorn, I gotta be honest with you. I'm your son, but I love the Ace of Wands. I really, really do love a very good Ace of Wands. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So there is gonna be a conversation and an offer, okay, possibly with the Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. I strongly feel like here that you have been wanting to have a conversation with this person in regards to them maybe neglecting, being very neglectful, or for some of you, maybe this person was ignorant also. Sorry, it is what it is. Cross watchers, that's just the energy I'm picking up on. Somebody here must have been quite ignorant about owning something and taking responsibility and having a conversation with you. And I think that the Hermit here as your main challenge is you're going to want to have a decision. You're going to have to make a decision here. Are you going to stay with this person? Are you going to wait for them at all? Or, will it be you initiating a conversation or them? We're going to find out. So let's talk about the recent past. I'm going to clarify the Ace of Swords. There was a conversation. There was a brand new beginning. I think that things were very clear in the past with this person when it all started. The Ace of Swords here is clarified by the Justice, the Death card, and the Six of Wands. Yeah, I strongly feel like here, and then the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. So for many of you, you might have just ended something with another person. You might have been single for quite some time, and then all of a sudden this person entered with the Six of Wands, entered into your life and brought you a lot of happiness. I strongly feel like here that, you might have said to yourself in the past, Capricorn, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm good on my own. And then all of a sudden, somebody here entered into your life unexpectedly. This is a person that may be in the public eye, or, as you can see, the Six of Wands here is someone that's very well recognized, or they could be, very well known in what they are doing. Now, Ten of Cups here in the recent past, Capricorn, is talking about happiness. You had a lot of moments with this person where you and this person celebrated things with each other. So the Ten of Cups here in the recent past is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Three of Cups. Okay, so in the recent past, you might have felt that, this was a spiritual connection. Okay, you and this person with the High Priestess, there was a spiritual, strong bond and connection with this person. Just want to check, mic check. I love you too, Capricorn. So in the recent past, there was a lot of celebration. Okay, maybe there was some sort of a conflict that happened, and then you and this person got reunited together again with the Three of Cups, as you can see. Reunion, getting back together, celebration happening for both of you. Okay, and that's why there was a lot of happiness. However, something happened in the recent past with the Eight of Swords, which is actually telling me that there was a conflict. Somebody here maybe walked away from you, or you walked away from this person and ended things. I see here some sort of truth that you had a hard time seeing. The Eight of Swords here in the recent past is clarified by the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. My cards are always on point, and so are my readings, okay? No, now, the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. So like I said, there was some sort of truth. Somebody here abandoned the relationship. The Five of Pentacles is the card of abandonment. Somebody here walked away. The Nine of Swords here, swords represent the mental realm, okay, the mind. And then there's the Nine of Swords, and that's the Eight of Swords. So I think that when this situation ended, Capricorn, some of you might have, entered into some sort of a very, very sad episode of your life. Depression, sadness, okay? And I'm sending you a big hug. I know that it must have been very hard for you to go through all of this. Maybe there was a lot of challenges, like to emotionally detach from this person. I think it became extremely excruciating and difficult for you. This is the reason why you have the Hermit here in the present moment, okay, for the upcoming week as your main challenge. How long are you going to stay in that state of being, Capricorn? Is there something that you're anticipating and, you want to initiate anything, or you just want to move on? So in the present moment, let's talk about the present moment. Let's clarify the star. The star here is talking about not losing the hope for this connection. It's clarified by the King of Wands, okay? Minor Arcana for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Page of Wands, again, fire sign, and then Two of Pentacles. Okay, so you go back and forth with this person. truth to be told, you go back and forth with this individual, with the Two of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the King of Wands, whether you want to be with this individual or not. I see here you, my dear Capricorn, being in this place of emotional roller coaster, and as you can see the ships in the background, right? Constantly wondering and thinking and reminiscing if this is type of a relationship that you want to really go into. This person has been on your mind nonstop. And I think that you hold a lot of space and a lot of love for this person. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune in the present moment. Some sort of a cycle is about to start in your love life, and we're going to see how this is unfolding. So the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. And then the Magician here at the bottom of the deck. So whether you're manifesting this person, whether they're manifesting you, I'm going to be honest with you, Capricorn, I do strongly feel like here that many of you, my intuition is telling me, might have been seeing this person in your dreams and vice versa. So the Wheel of Fortune here is clarified by the Six of Swords, right? Six of Swords shows that there is these people, they're in a body of water and they're moving from the choppy waters to more tranquil and peaceful place, right? So it's a transition. And I think that a lot of you are transitioning and closing this cycle of being sad, depressed, waiting for this person, waiting for something to, change in your reality. You are holding on to this relationship still, but I feel like that you have a lot going on in your life, dear Capricorn. There is also the Seven of Wands. There is some tests and challenges that are taking place in your life. And if you have been having, this is just as a side message, Capricorn, if you have been having a really hard time in your career or just in general in life, that tests and those challenges are coming to an end, okay? Because this is showing me that you have been going through a lot of challenges, like struggles in the recent past. And the Wheel of Fortune here is saying like the luck is on your side and good good changes are coming your way. So Capricorn, let's see what's happening in the present moment. The Five of Swords, when this conversation comes in, which is also coming up in the near future with the Page of Swords, we're going to see, how is this conflict going to be resolved? Because Five of Swords here is telling me that there is still some sort of a conflict that needs to be talked about, clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Wow. And then the Seven of Swords. This conflict might have been around a lot of trust issues between you and this person. Seven of Swords is always an indicator of some sort of trust issues that has happened in the past. Now, in the present moment, as you can see, the Five of Wands also is the Five of Wands is the card of conflict, arguments, right? Maybe this person breadcrumbed you. There was a situation for some of you where this person was not opening up to you fully, or they were on and off with you. There could have been also cultural differences between you and this person, possibly language differences, because you can see there's 5 different people dressed up in 5 different outfits. For many of you also, I'm getting this energy of not an equal give and take exchange energy with the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, breadcrumbing going on. And I think that this is something that might have deeply disappointed you, Capricorn. Okay, and there was a conflict and you are ready for this conflict resolution. And so is this person, but something has been holding them back. This is somebody that has a big ego. Okay, their ego is quite big, and maybe this person is learning to really fold their ego and make some wings and fly towards you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So let's talk about the Page of Swords here, Capricorn, in the near future. The Page of Swords for you, Capricorn, in the near future, which is about literally the incoming conversation. This is the most important card for you in your reading. It's clarified by the Eight of Wands. If you are familiar with tarot, whether you are or you are not, I'm going to highly encourage you to definitely look up the definition of the Eight of Wands. Communication, text message. And even if a week later people say, oh, it's not happening, then this is going to be your story. There's 4 different options when watching a tarot. Number 1, it's your story. Number 2, it's not your story. It's going to be your story, and you can take whatever resonates. Please detach from this situation. Incoming communication, conversation about a brand new beginning, Ace of Pentacles, and you have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so it's coming in fast and you need to prepare for that, okay? Because obviously somebody here has been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of reminiscing about this connection. 1414 on the timer as I'm saying this, Capricorn. This is about a brand new beginning, conversation about a fresh start, that they want to talk to you. And I do get this sense of here, look at the Knight of Swords. This is an energy of somebody that could be coming in very unexpectedly, very fast, and this is a go-getter person, okay? They may come across as being a little bit, I wouldn't say aggressive, but just kind of abrupt, but it's just being open about this. And they want to talk to you about the Five of Cups, because this Five of Cups here is an indicator that just as much as you have been really reminiscing and being sad about this person, and so has this person about the whole situation. Five of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Lovers, and the Knight of Cups. And then there is the Ten of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. So This person definitely views you as someone that you both are actually lovers together. As you can see, there is the lovers, right? And there is the Nine of Wands. The conversation here that's going to unfold between you and this person has to do a lot with the very fact that there is a lot of hurt. There is a lot of wounds. Maybe there is a lot of trauma in relation to love, in relation to relationships. And there is going to be transition from the Knight of Swords. Those are two different energies. To Knight of Cups. This person wants to eventually come forward to you with a very gentle energy and a gentle approach. So one of the things that I see here also, Capricorn, is that you might be a little bit in disbelief when this happens, but I'm just going to encourage you to keep an open mind, because this is the type of person that maybe you didn't expect communication coming in at all. So let's clarify the Knight of Wands, this person's actions, this person's feelings towards you. Knight of Wands here is an indicator, and this person with the Knight of Wands, okay, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, is indicating that there is going to be a solid offer, a solid conversation that's going to lead to some sort of a resolution. It's clarified by the Strength card. Okay, so again, this is the card of a Leo. I know a lot of you are dealing with Leos, so it just keeps coming back. It keeps coming back when people say, why is this reading similar to the last week ones? Because the story keeps going on and on and on. This is a narrative that's being fabricated by tarot, by my intuition, by the spirit guides, okay? Ten of Pentacles and then the Fool. Okay, so this person's actions towards you, Capricorn, and I hope that you are ready, okay? That was the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Strength card, Leo. Okay, and the Fool. Thumbnail? All right, so this is about a brand new beginning. This is about a fresh start with this person. They have a very strong sexual pull and connection towards you, Capricorn. Okay, and the Fool here is talking about, a desire here for a fresh start, wanting to have this new beginning with you. This conversation that's gonna come in, and I'm just gonna let you know, you need to prepare. You need to prepare for that from a perspective of that this person wants to have a brand new beginning with you. And do you want to have a brand new beginning with this individual or not? That's the question here. Let's get the advice. This person wants to, settle down with you. They want to get a mega home, a mega house with you. There is a desire here to settle things down, okay? Desire to reconnect, to be on the same page with you. So clarified by the two, your advice here is the Two of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Magician again, okay? So, and then the Moon. You do have a lot of doubts and fears, I think, in regards to this situation and to this person. Here is the thing, because you have been holding on to this relationship and to this person, Two of Pentacles here is talking about, looking into the situation from multiple perspectives. So the Magician, you might be really manifesting this that you may not even realize that you're actually doing it. The advice here for you is to open up yourself to the possibility that you and this person actually could eventually end up together. And if that's something that you have been manifesting, setting an intention for, and you truly, really, really want that, and this Hermit mode here is also an indicator, is your main challenge. 18 on the timers, I'm saying this. You're finally going to come out of that place and be able to really enter into a successful relationship with this person. I mean, the Magician here, the Lovers, and then the Strength card. This is literally talking about a manifestation of a very specific person that you want to call into your life. Because just as much as you want the Ace of Wands, and so does the person want the Ace of Wands, or whatever yours, is going to apply for your situation here. So let's get the messages of love for you, Capricorn. Beautiful reading. What is the message here for my Capricorn? What is the love message? Okay, so it says twin flames, and it says your passion ignites. So this person could be literally your twin flame, okay? This is not going to resonate with every single person. You all know this is a general reading, but this is, a situation where I'm seeing here a pull, not being able to move. And that's why when you're on a journey with the twin flame, there is going to be a separation. There's going to be growth happening on both ends. And then both of you are going to intersect and going to come together and have a beginning with each other, because your twin flame, your soulmate, is teaching you something, mirroring something back to you to learn, to own, okay, to acknowledge and be able to heal, so that both of you can have a successful, very wonderful and very wonderful journey together. So dear Mama Capricorn, Daddy Capricorn, thank you so much for being in here. I'm your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.